Hey, what's going on, Cancer? This is going to be your September new moon reading. The new moon does take place on September 9th, and the energies will last through October 8th. The new moon is a great time to set your intentions towards the universe so that you may get it returned back to you. And so this reading is to help highlight what some of these intentions could be during this Virgo new moon. For you, Cancer, what are some things on the horizon for Cancer? What are some things that Cancer needs to be aware of about the new cycle that they're coming into, or that's coming forward to them? And what types of intentions does Cancer need to set to reach them? Right. Yeah. Okay. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Thanks for being patient with me while we get your cards plucked out. All right, Cancer. So right here, I'm showing you are the Six of Wands. So right now, Cancer, I feel like what you are is like sometime during the new moon cycle, or while you are approaching this new moon cycle, there could be an experience that you feel a lot of success over. This could indicate that, you have been successful with the things that you maybe have called forward, during the last new moon cycle. And this is saying that, to this new moon cycle that's happening in Virgo, is calling you to take a look at what you actually have achieved and to count your blessings. For some of you Cancers who aren't necessarily, may not have necessarily intentionally put anything out into the universe last new moon cycle, I feel like still this is a moment to actually take account of where you are now and to count your blessings in that. Okay? Now, some things that you definitely should leave behind here during the new moon cycle. And this is funny because the card that you got, it is a card of actually, leaving things behind, or, just walking away from things or situations or people for some time, just to get better clarity or to look for something better. And I feel like right now here, Cancer, I feel like you're like, okay, well, I've achieved, and the things that I wanted to do thus far, I have a level of achievement with that. So some of you may even feel like, what you could leave behind is you might not necessarily have to put in a lot of effort. Or for some of you guys, you may even feel like, in order to be successful in a certain endeavor, that you may have to actually leave behind something or someone that that you do care about a lot. For some reason, of course, you're not satisfied. So, in order for you to feel satisfied or to feel like you can succeed in the next endeavor, you may have to actually leave something behind. You may actually have to walk away or step away from a situation, a person, a job, something that you love for a second. Even if it just means, because that's what you're doing in order to focus that energy elsewhere. Okay, now the types of intentions that we do need to set going forth into this new moon cycle is clearly here for me, that I feel like, Cancer, you guys need to actually call forth to the universe asking for strength. You guys need strength to be able to deal with walking away with something so very heavy. It's like on one hand, you can even see the success that you may have with making a certain decision, but you know that in order to do that, you do have to walk away. Are you strong enough to walk away? Or once you walk away, are you strong enough on your own to accomplish what you have accomplished? Or what you want to accomplish, rather? For the ones who do have a sense of accomplishment, some of you maybe even feel like, making a certain sacrifice to get that achievement. It maybe even, it feels like, that there may have been an environment to make you feel like you weren't going to be strong enough to make it, but you did. and you walked away from that environment. And maybe you surrounded yourself with other people or just in a better environment that made you feel strong. You got support, maybe from the unlikeliest of places. So that's actually pretty good, Cancer. Now, as far as what you need to know moving through to this new cycle here, I'm showing here the Queen of Coins in reverse. So with the Queen of Coins in reverse, this again is kind of like reiterating to me is like you need to know when and how to let go of certain people in your life. And for some of you, it may even just be that you need to actually let go of, worrying about money. For some of you Cancers, I feel like maybe money issues or money worries could be a big deal for you. And you don't necessarily see how you can succeed based off of, the monies that you do have, or you don't see like how the money that you don't see how you can maybe make, the dollar out of the 15 cents. But with here, if the Queen of Coins in reverse in this position, I'm just really getting the sense that a lot of you are making moves to better yourself, like better your, like maybe your education about finances. You may not be as knowledgeable about money management. And so I feel like a lot of you in this new cycle, Cancer, you're either going to be learning how to get better with your money or with your spending habits, or you're going to learn how to be a little bit more financially independent. Like that's the knowledge that you need to come into in order to really actually feel like the success that you already are, Cancer. And with the Ten of Swords being here in the upright position, this is the most positive thing. This position is like any positive outcomes or energies that emerge from the new moon. And with this is basically telling me, this Ten of Wands, that, you already, it is the completion. First of all, it's a 10. It's the completion of a cycle, which we already know. And I just feel like that for a lot of you, maybe by the end of this new moon period, which may be towards the end of September, beginning of October, around that time frame, a lot of you will actually be able to find the strength and the courage to be able to walk away from the things that don't satisfy you and move forward into a higher education, which right now you may not necessarily be so fluent in matters of money. But I just feel like in the next cycle you could be even going to school. Some of you may even be starting like new online classes about money management. Some of you may even be walking away from school or graduated from school, I'll say rather, and actually the next cycle is actually starting up that business and being successful. And for added advice here, moving through this new moon cycle, I'm getting the Hand of Fate. Forces beyond your control intervene. So basically what this is telling me here, Cancer, is this is just telling me here that no matter what, you're gonna get to a place of you're gonna find the strength to leave what doesn't serve you behind, and moving into higher education, finances, so that you can you can be more financially stable, and you can be successful in finances, or maybe even just successful in maintaining your own finances, because sometimes just because about money doesn't necessarily mean that you are good at managing your own money. And I feel like a lot of you will be learning how to be better at that. And I feel like there even may be some things that happen through this new moon cycle that you won't have control over. But I don't necessarily feel like it's a negative thing. I feel like, there could be some things that happen through this new moon cycle that you could actually use to your benefit. Where, okay, you've been thinking about school. Well, guess what? You've been thinking about taking classes online to better your education. Well, guess what? Now you're now all of a sudden all of these opportunities to go to school are coming around. You're seeing, maybe all these letters and flyers in the mail, and this is the universe, giving you what you asked for. You wanted to be better with money. You wanted to learn how to manage money. Well, guess what? We'll put all these different signs in your face, and I just feel like this is what that is. This is fate. This is universe actually saying, okay, you know what? This will, we're gonna point you in the right direction of where you need to go. And I feel like that's just beautiful energy, because anytime that, the universe is pointing you in the right, anytime the universe is pointing you in the right direction towards success, then it's always a good time. It's always a good time. Just don't be afraid to end the cycle that you're in. You're strong enough to handle it. You can find that strength, and you are finding that strength. And for some of you, you have found that strength. And the next step moving forward is to actually walk away from the BS and step into a higher sense of yourself, and to even be more grounded with yourself and more real with yourself. And that's the best way towards success for you, Cancer, that I can see here during this new moon cycle. Well, thanks so much for watching Illuminate Libra. This has been your Cancer this has been your Cancer reading for the new moon in Virgo cycle for September. Cancer, enjoy your new moon. Let me know how everything plays out for you in the comment box. And thanks so much. Have a good day.